Hello guys, and welcome to episode 13 of my Civilization Beyond Earth playthrough today, playing as a Kavithan Protectorate using the Supremacy affinity. And I'm still feeling a bit under the weather, so bear with me. But we are going to be continuing our war with the Pan-Asians and with the Russians at the same time. Now I think we're attacking the last Pan-Asian settlement, but there's not much more to do this turn, I don't think, so let's move straight on to the next one. Now, one thing I have noticed since the last episode is that we are running very low on fraxite. We don't actually have any. Oh, there goes our explorer. We have kind of figured out the rest of this island. There's probably, a few more settlements on there. Oh, that sucks. Near tin attacking my artillery with the missile rover, and it looks like, attack jet. And that looks like it got hurt quite badly by my needle jet. So it's going to be interesting how we're going to take over near tin, because we don't have much in terms of artillery to attack it very effectively. Anyway, let's get the trade convoy from Syra to trade with Sabda. Our production in Harsha can work on a network possibly. Or actually, I need to think about working on this fraxite, because that is 7 fraxite. Let's tile towards it. I will then make the production a worker. Okay, awesome. Let's have a look at this one. This one's 2 fraxite. That's 9 fraxite. My lord. Okay, looks like we're gonna have to get a city down here because Harsh is actually out of range to get that. I didn't realise that was 9. Okay, what about up here? We haven't developed either of these tiles. That's 3 and 3. Okay. Any workers up here? We don't really have many, do we? Maybe I should get a couple of guys off these roads and head them up there. Yeah, let's do that. The other automated workers will finish their work. That's fine. Now this cruiser, what am I going to do with him this turn? Because now we have Uzbek. I guess we can attack this gunner. If we actually go into the settlement, that'll keep him sheltered, and then we can actually use the cruiser from the settlement to attack the gunner there. We'll move the CNDR toward them. We'll get the artillery to move up as well. That can be followed up by the overseer. Just going to fortify that for this turn. And if we attack near 10, the artillery is going to be very low on health. We'll bring near 10 down to about half. And then if we attack it with the CNDRs, it's going to be very low. Maybe it's worth sacrificing the artillery, because I can get other units into range this turn. Like I can bring the prophet all the way over here. That looks like a nice idea. I'm going to sleep the raptor bug in Uzbek and fortify that artillery. There's no point in moving towards Serik just yet, because I want to deal with these units. But as soon as we want to, I can literally just move these 2 CNDRs straight towards it, cover these 2 tiles, come up behind with the overseer and the artillery, and bomb that to hell and basically take it over. Now in this pack we'll just use a clinic. It's not going to ever build because the city's raising itself. And we can finally get Magnus Anti. Let's see how much of an effect that has on our health. So it was 57. Wow. It's now 27. So that actually gave us 30 health. That's quite some virtue. And from that, we might actually get positive, because we are building a lot of these gene gardens and optical surgeries. And when they all finish, that will have a dramatic effect on our health. I think we're also teching towards transgenics, yes. And that will give us the gene smelter, which is an extra +3 health in every city once it's built. Awesome. Okay. Right. This CNDR. I'm going to actually head in this way. The artillery I am going to use to fire on Niet 10. We're just pretty much going to go for it. Use the Overseer to attack as well. We'll attack with the CNDR. And this CNDR as well. Okay, so that's put it down to pretty much no health. Can the artillery fire? No, it can't. We're just going to fortify there. That's fine. So yeah, Niet 10 on, what's that, like 10 health? Yeah, we're definitely going to be able to take that over next turn. Awesome. And the Pan-Asians will be destroyed. And we'll be out of one war and waiting for the next. Let's move on to the next turn.
As Adam Smith said, trade is the lifeblood of nations.
And Ark, seeing me coming, is wanting open borders. I think that's definitely a bad idea right now. Let's refuse that. The gunner actually attacking Uzbek again.
What's ours is yours.
Pol Australia
For a price.
is asking for 35 science per turn for a favour. No thank you. And Pol Australia actually condemned Ark as well. So I think I'll actually talk to Pol Australia again next turn to see if they want a cooperation agreement, but they just destroyed one of my CNDRs, I think.
Genetics is chemistry, and chemistry is a tool, and a tool is only as useful as you make it.
They left our artillery alive, so we are going to be able to take over that city easily. But here we go, transgenics. We get the gene smelter, and a lot of cities ready to build. That's rather convenient. Let's get a gene smelter there. Actually, we can build the Protean. What's it like in Sabda? It's only 20 turns in Sabda. If I see any other city that's better at production, then I will move it somewhere else. But yeah, we'll work on it there at Sabda. And in Vasanta, we'll work on the gene smelter. In Harsha, we'll do the same thing. And in Chuyan, we'll also get Gene Garden. So that's already 12 health. You know, once they all complete. And we're at 20. Minus 20, that is. Right, we'll make this guy disciplined and we'll attack the gunner again. Make it easy for the CNDR to take them out. And I'm going to move this Overseer on a space. And we shall discipline this artillery and attack Niet 10. Then we should be able to take it over with this unit. Get the strength there. And there we go. That's deleted all the Pan-Asians. And they are not happy. She's dead. Very much long gone. Awesome. So are we going to raise it? If we annex it, it'll be 23 health. Let's view the city. There isn't really much that we benefit from. You know, I was hoping there would be some fraxite within the borders. I guess if I raised it, it would be likely that another sponsor would come along and try and whip up the land. So I think maybe it's a good idea if I hold on to it. So I'll create a puppet. That will give us another minus 13 health, but I think we're dealing with our health really well now. So we'll just go back on ourselves a little bit. And I'll hold on to that, because then that will give us a direct border with the Americans for if we want to ever attack them. Not too concerned about the old Franco-Iberians. And yeah, that's that. We don't have to worry about any attacks now, so I'm not sure quite what I'm going to do with my units. I guess I can just heal them all up and then place them on the border with America. But the trade convoy from Pasanta. Let's boost the wonder production in Sabda. See if we can trade with them. There we go. See if that helps. Yeah, takes it down to 17 turns. Nice. And where's this CNDR? That's up here. So basically what we're going to have to do when we want to attack Seric is take out this marine. But for now we're just going to fortify. The overseer here can jump on, I was going to say jump on the city tile, but I'll just put him in Tiangong and we shall fortify until healed there. We'll get this worker to head towards the 7 Perak site. And from Mandira, another trade route. Sabda again looks like a good target for that, because we will decrease the turns for the wonder. Now this worker, what am I gonna do? Is this terrascaping? It just says it's grassland. Let's take him down to this terrascaping. We'll tell him to just delete that basically. Now in Central we finished with our established network, have we? No, we haven't even started it yet. Okay, so we'll work on that. And yeah, that looks like about it. We're at +7 energy, and our health is sorting out itself nicely. Brilliant. Now once we actually annex these puppeted cities, we should be good to sort out our health even quicker, and we might go super positive. But CNDR here, I guess I'm just going to put onto that tile and fortify. We're meeting a very different culture now. Completely harmony. They've already got Xena swarms. They should be fun.
As Adam Smith said, trade is the lifeblood of nations.
So they want to give me a favour for 15 energy, 3 petroleum, and open borders. No thank you. That's a bit of a silly offer. Like, what does the AI think favours are worth in this game? It's ridiculous. Oh, I do need to move up my needle jets before I forget. And the African Union are condemning me. I think they're going towards harmony, so that would make sense. But very well. They're also condemning Ark. Not very sensible considering they border them. Be interesting to see how much science and culture per turn I get without the penalties. Because currently we're getting -10% science in cities, -10% culture in cities, -10% production in cities as well actually. Let's get this worker to move on to that tile. This worker can move over here. The artillery can actually sit on the city. And we shall start with another generator here. Get rid of that tile. Look at all the money that's coming in now. Wonderful. Gonna move the CNDR back up a bit. Cruiser can come out of his spec and have a quick look around. We'll fortify this overseer out of range, and we shall start work on a generator. This trade convoy from Asraya can probably head to Sabda as well. Again, shorten the production on the Wonder. Goes down to 13 turns now. And we'll work on a gene smelter there. And in Pran, we shall do the same. A quest decision, second site. So, we can get optical surgery for everyone, which gives us +1 visibility range for military units, which will actually stack with our wonder, which gives them +3 each, which is a lot. Or we can get optical surgery for scientists, which gives us +2 science from optical surgeries. Now, I think the science is actually more useful than the visibility range, so we'll get that. Like overall, I've already got the +1 sight from military units anyway. You can see that that did uncover this city. So no worries there. Let's move on to the next turn if we can. Unless something needs moving. Doesn't look like it. The state of your colony is a blight upon this world. A pool of decay among a garden of splendor. You'll pay for this in time. To make them mad at me. It'd be funny if they did declare war on me. I would have no idea where to defend from. Because would they get... They'd probably manage to get open borders with the Americans. And I guess they would just swarm across. Just go full defensive mode and see what happens. But I'm pretty sure the Slavs wouldn't want to get completely wiped out. Maybe we can get peace with them now. Do you want to give me a city? I think this is pushing it, but we'll try. Actually, before I do that, let's have a look. Where are these cities? There must be a city here, surely. Izot's down there. Konechno's there. Serik is there. We can't get Serik because it's their capital. So, I'm guessing their second city, the 10 population one, is like here. Maybe? See if he'll give us a city.
Nasza ojczyzna w bezogrozność.
Okay, well I was right about the city, and he's accepted it, and he's given me a city, which is good. We are going to probably puppet it for now, just keeping an eye on my health. Well, that actually only went to 23. Okay, we were on 21, weren't we? So that was supposed to give me a -11 health, but it didn't. Is that because I got it from a peace treaty? Not sure. We like peacefully acquired it, I guess. So it doesn't have as much of a penalty. Well, this is good because it splits up the Russians and it gives us a bit of peacetime, which is really what we need right now to get our health back on track and our science back on track. Especially considering we have no means at the moment to attack the African Union. They're miles away from us, and basically we kind of need to tech race them to a victory if we have any chance of winning the game. So let's go through and pick up our production. We'll get some more gene smelters, and they now give us the science as well. Well, actually gene smelters give us the science specialist slots, and the gene smelter there will do nicely. Actually, we'll get the old earth relic first. Culture's always good to have. And in Zafar, let's work on a gene smelter. Okay, so somebody was telling me about scientist specialist slots. I'm not sure if they're automated or not. It looks like they are. Okay, because some buildings have specialist slots, and as you can see, the autoplant has 2 industry specialist slots, and it's put 2 population in these 2 slots, and it's put 1 in that slot. Okay, so it is automated, so we don't really need to worry about it, I don't think. I'm not, into the whole manual city management. I never have been. It kind of takes too long, and it's a lot of work, really. So as long as the auto management isn't terrible at it, I think I'll just leave it as it is. Let's construct a fraxite mine here. It's going to take 13 turns. That's crazy. But it is definitely worth it. The CNDR, well, it can actually move into range of the city now. See, this is another thing that's good about peacetime, is that especially if you border them this closely, I can put units here, which are like artillery, and they can bombard within the same turn as declaring war. It's very sneaky, but it definitely works. Gonna get the Prophet back into friendly territory and actually heal it up, but actually I kind of want to go down here and just have a quick explore because I haven't been down here with an explorer before, and I'd like to see the extent of the Americans, just make sure that they're not a threat. At the moment we're well ahead, 1,308 score now. We just need to make sure that our tech catches up and that we get this extra affinity levels in order to win the game. Now I'm not sure if I'm going to go for like a full-on conquest victory after getting emancipation victory, but we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, we can start constructing a generator there in order to get rid of that terror escape tile. We'll bring the cruiser back to Uzbek because we're not at war anymore, and that will do nicely. Actually, in Stanimir, do we only get to choose next turn what we produce? Oh, it's because it's a puppet, of course. Never mind. I'm dumb. And, well, the Slavic Federation don't like me. No surprise there. We'll say they'll pay for it in time, because they most definitely will. And my highly aggressive behaviour has not gone unnoticed. Should you keep it up, it will ultimately lead to your downfall. Well, it hasn't so far, and you can just go and get over it. I'm amazed Banamus has survived this long. You know, normally the stations that I start trading with at the beginning of the game always get destroyed by the AI. Not in this case. Now what I'm probably going to do actually in Mandira after we finish the Cynosure is make another colonist to go down here and secure this frac site. I think that's definitely a priority for our late game military units. We'll work on a gene smelter in Krabrost, and this worker can head over to this frac site there, and the overseer can come out of that city, head towards the border, and the trade convoy from Javed. Well, I'm actually going to trade with Sabda so that we can boost the Promethean wonder a bit more. Put it down to 10 turns from 11 turns. Awesome. Let's fortify the CNDR. We shall sleep the cruiser. And my covert ops has finished establishing a network, so we shall now steal science. Don't need money, just need a lot of science. We'll tech up nice and quick, and we can head towards some awesome technology. So we're going to get protogenics, then maybe we can head down toward geoscaping. But ultimately I want to get neural uploading so we can get the angel, because I know a lot of you want to see that. None of the other sort of techs look very inviting at the moment. Maybe climate control? What's a weather controller do? +1 food for tiles you own. We do get the Supremacy affinity there, and it would only take 8 turns. But then I would have to get terraforming, and that would cause all of my workers to automate making terrascape, and I really don't want that to happen because it would just destroy my economy. So that's why I've been avoiding that tech. Well, we'll see what happens after we get protogenetics. I'll see what happens and sort of go with the flow. Anyway, let's just move on to the next turn, not waste any more time. Continue exploring with the Prophet. And that's about it. Oh, and we need to make sure that we move these noodle jets on.
Nie na potrzebach, a na sprawiedliwości.
Vadim Kozlov wants some geothermal off me for a favour. We're going to refuse that. Yeah, I need to move these 2 needle jets to Neat 10 so that when we go to war again, they're in the ideal position. Same up here actually, I can probably move them from Krabos.
Venga, volvámonos más ricos.
Now these guys, the Brazilians, want geothermal as well. But nope, We have actually 17 geothermal. What do they want it for? Surely they've teched towards buildings that can actually use it. Because I don't think there's any units that are built by it. It must just be buildings. Right, we'll get the Overseer over here and fortify. The trade convoy from Sabda can go to Zafar. And this worker can build a Fraxite mine. The other trade convoy in Sabda can continue trading with his Vatoi. The trade convoy from Syra can trade with Niatin. And that's all good. Okay. So, let's annex this city now. Now, we were at 11 health, and now we're back to minus 25. But it would be good to have control of Tiangong because it's such a well-developed city. So we'll start by doing that in the next turn. More health things should be finished. You got the clinic finishing up there. 5 turns for all the gene spelters by the looks of things. What's this worker doing? Do I have 2 workers on this tile? Oh, I need to tile over it first, of course. Let's work on the Fraxite mine. Continue the movement of the Prophet. And all is well.
Le commerce fonctionne quand on comprend l'autre.
LD wanting open borders? We're gonna say no. And my aggression is a popular topic these days. Better watch my back. Great. Get over it. It's not my aggression. If you guys don't remember, the Pan-Asians and the Slavs both declared war on me. Not the other way round. And they're calling me out for it. It's not fair. It's not fair. Yeah, I kind of rolled over them completely and destroyed the Pan-Asians utterly. But at least I got peace with the Slavs as soon as they'd let me. You know? How much of a warmonger really am I? Right, let's get the old Earth Relic going there at Sachita. Our new settlement. Awesome, we'll bombard the Sea Dragon from Uria. We'll start building a Fraxite mine there. And the artillery can just fortify near Tin. Trade convoy from Harsha can head to probably Agni actually, or maybe even Uria. Let's go to Agni though. And this worker, what is he doing? Oh, he's finished his mag rail. So let's move him on and start another mag rail production. Trade convoy from Azrea can trade with Uria. Look at this, trade convoys everywhere. Making all of my cities produce very, very quickly. But unfortunately, that has been my time. So, hopefully you guys are enjoying this. We've now made peace, so there is going to be a bit of peace time, and hopefully you guys are okay with that. I think it's definitely important that I sort out my health now, and you know, repair all my units and just get ready basically for another war. I don't think it matters now whether or not I declare war on someone because everyone thinks I'm a warmongering bastard anyway. But yeah, we'll wait until the peacetime goes past and then see what we can do. But for now, that is it. So thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.